You're here thinking this topic is about how our government works. Maybe you're thinking I'm going to explain the different branches of government. You know, the executive, legislative, and the judicial branch. But I ain't going to talk about none of those. I'm here to talk about how our government really works, who has power, and what that power is. It doesn't matter if you're a newbie or an old experienced hand at understanding politics. You're going to leave this video as a real American, versed in the ways of how our government really works. I'm not going to concentrate on either Republicans or Democrats, but only on the leadership positions that remain the same, regardless of what party is in power, like the Speaker of the House. Starting with the House of Representatives, the top dog there barking commands to their loyal followers is, of course, the aforementioned Speaker of the House. If Republicans have majority in the House, the position is held by a Republican. If Democrats are in the majority, the Speaker is, of course, a Democrat. Now, that ain't too hard to understand, is it? Now, the Speaker has a lot of power and serves as a voice for his party. They're also third in line to become president if something dastardly happens to the great leader of the free world. After Speaker comes leader, and in the controlling majority, this person is called the majority leader. And if their party is in the minority, the position is called the minority leader. I don't know who came up with those awesome names. But now if you're a majority leader, you're a busy person setting the calendar for what goes on in the House. And you're also responsible for overseeing all the damn committees. And what does a minority leader do other than just chill till the political tides turn and they end up in the majority? Not much, because a minority leader is usually considered to be the first choice for Speaker when their party does win majority. Other than that, he's just there to fuck up the plans the majority has the best he can. After leaders come the whips, and what they do is whip the rank and file into shape, making sure that the rank and file are on board with all the party's ambitions. Whips are the enforcers, the slave owners lording over their subjects, threatening them with ousting them from the party if they misbehave. Now, it might seem that the Speaker, the leader, and the whip are powerful positions in the halls of government. And you're right, they are. But you also have to understand how committees work. Committees are groups of congressmen meeting together to discuss bills. And a bill is what a law is before it becomes a law. Committees also oversee government agencies, programs, and activities, like lunch with the president. Well, I'm guessing about that one. To complicate things, because we're talking about the U.S. government, committees are broken down into 4 types of committees: standing committees, subcommittees, select committees, and the committee of the whole. Now keep in mind, it's a majority's leader that has oversight of all these committees. For those who want to know, a standing committee is a permanent committee identified by House rules and has the jurisdiction to make and enforce laws, so standing committees deal with a lot of bills and issues and make recommendations to the House majority. A subcommittee is a smaller committee made up of committee members to study specific issues and make recommendations to the standing committee. Since many standing committees are limited in their power, select committees are created to study or investigate something that is beyond the power of a standing committee. And finally, we have committees of the whole, which is a committee with relaxed rules and used, as far as I can figure out, so politicians from opposing parties can talk about things in a relaxed manner, like over a cup of coffee. The committee of the whole can't really do much but talk, but then again, that makes sense. A committee where politicians do nothing but talk. Because, that's what politicians like to do, is talk. Now for this learning video, I've concentrated on the house, not your house, our house. And next up in this series will be power in the Senate. And that should be interesting, considering it's coming from me. You know, whenever I think about our government, all I can really think about is doing a couple of shots of tequila, and certainly more than one. You know, I'm fascinated by government and how it works, and I'm looking at our government today, and I'm wondering, how does a small faction of people, a small minority of people, influence everything that's going on? I mean, I don't know. That was the root of this video. It didn't answer my question, of course, and I'm going to keep digging, and I might do another video down the road. But you know, the way our government is set up, none of this shit that's going on should be happening. I don't get it, but what the hell, you know? I wish I had another shot of tequila here to do, because I'd certainly do it. I'm gonna, yeah. I'll return to this subject at some point in the future. So, yeah, you might as well like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, because there's no other way you'll know when I decide to do this video. The next video. Any video. I'm just mumbling. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I really do. I'm out of here. Enjoy your day. I'm going to. Politics. You live. I don't like none of this.